Okay, so here we are in the Berkshires of Western Massachusetts, and I'm fishing the iconic Deerfield River. And if you go to Western Massachusetts to fly fish and you do not fish on the Deerfield River, you simply were not there to go fly fishing. You have to go on the Deerfield River. And I found a really good spot, not because I was able to research and find the good spot, but because I met a gentleman named Olie of Harrison Anglers Guide Service while I was in Bennington, Vermont. He gave me some pointers for the Walloon Sack, gave me a couple flies even to fish on the Walloon Sack, and then sent me some contact information later and said, hey, if you're ever in Western Mass, give me a holler. If I'm available, I'll take you out in my backyard and we'll fish that. And when he said, I'll take you in my backyard to fish that, I really didn't think the Deerfield River was legitimately his backyard, but it is his backyard. And it's a very wadeable section. And because of some drift boats, we got to fish a more technical section of it, which in turn makes it a little bit more difficult to catch fish. However, with his incredible teachings of how to mend left and right, not just a big left, not just a big right, but how to drift properly with the right mend and not pulling in your line, I was able to land a nice rainbow. And I get to say this after the fact because I had already done it, and so I know I was able to catch a fish, which was really cool. But anyway, the iconic Deerfield River, and if you see in the back, I'm at what's called Mohawk Park, and it's just a tribute to the Native Americans of the area. Growing up here as a child, I remember coming up on the Mohawk Trail all the time to look for arrowheads, to put on the headdresses at the little shops, get pictures with the big statues of the Native Americans, and it was just really cool history. And I'm glad to see that they still have this stuff here that you can stop by and kind of see and appreciate. So again, just beyond the fishing part, meeting people that are like Olie, who are willing to take a vet out to fish because he's appreciative of what we've done for our country. And so that's really cool. The new friendship, the beauty of where we're at when we're fishing. It's just, I mean, it's just so incredible. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the fishing in this video.
So we got our chubby. We'll spray a little floating on there. And I'm gonna rub it in a little bit, and then use my fancy little rubber band.
Wait,
just
what?
to dry it out. And then we'll fish 5X. So we want to be a little careful on the hook sets and when we're fighting the fish.
Yep.
Because they definitely can break us off. We need to be super quick with the hook set, but not too
aggressive.
firm.
Okay.
So when the bites are as quick as they have been on the Deerfield recently, you know, you have like just a split second to react and set the hook. But a lot of times people have a tendency, right, that thing just kind of twitches and they set super hard and then we break them off.
Okay.
So you need to be like on your toes, ready to set the hook through the drift. But you want to be, you know, a little bit more on the gentle side, especially if, is this a 5-weight?
Yes.
Yeah, especially with the 5-weight, you don't want to be jacking on them too hard.
Okay. So is just like a good lift fine?
Yeah, and I'll kind of lift downstream.
Okay.
So or I'll even go more horizontal than a lift. You know,
okay.
I'm trying to, all the fish, right? This is their mouth.
Looking up.
All looking upstream.
Yep.
If we set straight up, we got a decent angle on them. If they're upstream of us, if they're downstream of us and we lift, we're gonna pull it away from some of the fish.
Okay.
So that low and kind of to the downstream side. So if we're fishing from the right bank, river right bank, looking downstream, we want to be setting to a little bit more to the left, especially if that fly or our indicator or whatever it is downstream of us. We want to be pulling more downstream.
Yeah. Okay.
To get an angle on that fish. Yeah, I can hand you that. I brought my little toy here too, just in case. This is I've been packing up all my rocks this morning for my trip.
How long you gonna be out there?
Unknown. Most of, like, all summer for sure.
Okay.
I may or may not come back in the fall, depending on
That's
how good
awesome.
the fishing is here and if there's water. You know, we've had a lot of drought years recently.
Yeah.
This spring has been far from a drought year.
Oh yeah, I enjoy this.
The challenge.
Well, I like to believe that all of it right now, as I still keep learning, is a challenge. So
yeah, it's all hard. And you know, once you master certain aspects of it, well, you never really master it. You're always still learning, but
yeah.
You know, once you get, so let's start right in here.
Okay.
Just start fishing out towards this current here. We have no net right now, so that's going to be fun. I typically catch
I didn't even think about grabbing the net.
the mending, it'll pull back towards us a little bit.
Yep.
Nice.
So if I see you go under at all like that,
It's dragging a little weird. You might need a different dry flyer. I might need to go grab some fancier floating.
let me get to your left. Here you go.
So when we're pulling line in, you know, and it's kind of drifting towards us, but we're pulling the slack out and we're dragging across here. The more slack we have in our system, the more we can kind of manipulate that slack and get a drag-free drift. And I'm mending an unnecessary amount right now, but a lot of people have that tendency to pull line in. Yep. You know, like I have some slack out there. It might be a little harder for me to set the hook, but I'm able to get a better dead drift. Whereas if I pull this in, that fly's going to kind of drift towards us more often. So with these picky fish, the natural drifting is oftentimes fairly important. So leave that slack out there, and then just let it drift. Yep, just let it drift for a second in there. This is a really tricky pool to fish right here with all these hydraulics. This isn't like a place, when I'm rowing my boat pool, I skip a lot of this usually. Okay. Because it's hard to get a grip. But now we've got a little practice. We're going to step up. The place where I really think our most fish is going to be up in the head of the run here. So in shallow water, where like along that drop off. Nice, remember right?
Again.
Yep.
It's the wrong way.
You see that thing get dunked there? That one was a fish.
Okay. All right, and I definitely went the wrong way.
Yep.
I got excited.
It's all good. That happens. I got excited.
You got excited. That made me excited.
You hear me squawking? I get excited, dude. I see that thing go under like all day, every day, and I still get fired up every time I see it go down.
No, that's good. That's the sign of a good guide to me. So
the one bite that we got there, that may have been our active fish for this spot.
Okay.
And that might, like, sometimes that's like your shot in this river. You get like, you know, 1 or 2 chances.
Okay.
From these spots. Let's step up just a little bit more. Let's try and land one up in the really shallow, fast stuff up here.
Okay.
A little more wet than we shot up there. Beautiful. Perfect. Be ready. Small end right. Nice small end left. Perfect. Really good grip. Yep.
that's too hard though.
That's the right amount.
Is that
still harder than that?
Okay. So this gets to be a little bit more technical type of fishing then?
Yep. Yeah. This river in general is fairly technical because of the amount of pressure it gets.
Okay.
Go ahead and make another cast here. Nice. Trout. Yep.
Oh my God, are you serious?
All right, nice break.
Oh my God.
Take some time if you want.
Yep. That's pretty freaking cool though.
Awesome, man. It's nice work, too. Alright, so this is going to be fun with no net here. I'll just have you, like,
Pull them into the shallows.
the way you are, but I'm going to have you step back and just do it right a little bit. Step into the right here. Sometimes you're going to clear water.
Yeah.
Not get nice and high. You're just going to have fish kind of up here.
that is so cool.
Right. There he is.
Sweet.
Nice fish.
No, that's awesome. So you're right with the set. You got to definitely be good, like, in that direction matters.
Back to the river.
That is sweet.
Awesome,
Dude.
Nice
Like, I don't catch another one all day, I'm stoked. Just so you know.